In this video, I am going to explain how to solve a given electrical network using Thevenin's theorem. To solve any network using Thevenin's theorem, we have to transfer the given network into Thevenin's equivalent circuit, which is nothing but an Thevenin's voltage in series with the Thevenin's resistor and the load resistor through which the current need to be found out. For this circuit, we have an voltage source 4 volt battery, we have a current source 2 milliamps and 3 resistors, and we are supposed to find the current flowing through 1 kilo ohm resistor. So the first step is to find the Thevenin's voltage, which is nothing but VTH or VOC. Thevenin's voltage or open circuit voltage. From the name itself it is clear. Just to open the circuit by removing the load resistor and find out the voltage of the open circuit terminals. I repeat, just to remove the load resistor. For this network, the 1 kilo ohm resistor is the load resistor. So just remove the load resistor and mark the terminal as A and B. Now we need to find the voltage across these terminals. To find the voltage across the open circuit terminals A, B, we need to trace out the parallel path. Finding parallel path is very easy. Just start from A and try to reach B. Now I am going to start from A, travel through 3 kilo ohm resistor, current source and reach B. So this is one of the parallel path. 3 kilo ohm resistor and current source reach B. This is one parallel path. Then another parallel path is also possible. Start from A, travel through 3 kilo ohm resistor, 2 kilo ohm resistor, voltage source 4 volt battery, back to B. So this is one parallel path. We need to find out the voltage across any one of the parallel path. Both, if you find the voltage across both the parallel path, it is going to remain the same. We know that across parallel branches the voltage is going to remain same. To find the voltage, we know that V is equal to I into R. So we need the current flowing through these resistors. So we have to find out the current flowing through all these elements. For that, what we are going to do is we are going to implement the source transformation technique here. Why? Because the circuit has a combination of both voltage source and as well as the current source. We know that any voltage source in series with resistor, it can be transformed to a current source along with current source with the resistor in parallel. Now we have the voltage source 4 volt battery in series with 2 kilo ohm resistor. Now we are going to transfer this to current source. So I is equal to V by R. 4 divided by 2 kilo ohm, it will give you 2 milliamps, and the same resistance value only you should have. But one thing which we have to keep it in your mind is the resistor that was in series with the voltage source that need to be connected in parallel with the current source. This thing you have to always keep it in your mind. Similarly, any circuit with the current source and parallel resistor, we can transform to voltage source in series with the resistance value. Resistance value will not change, but the way you are going to connect the resistance resistor, that we have to keep it in your mind. So the whatever the voltage that was given in the circuit, that has been transferred to the current source along with the parallel resistance value, and in the circuit itself we have been given 2 milliamps and 3 kilo ohm resistor. Now we have the, always we used to assume the current coming out from the positive plate of the battery, so the current direction is shown upwards. Now we have the two current sources, both with the direction flowing upwards. So we can just simplify both the current sources into single current source. So just add it up to 2 milliamps, that is going to yield you 4 milliamps, and the resistors we have 2 kilo ohms and 3 kilo ohms. Now we need to trace the parallel paths. Just travel from A, start from A, travel through 3 kilo ohm resistor, travel through 2 kilo ohm resistor and reach B. Now we need the Now we have the current source here. The current coming out from the current source try to travel through 2 kilo ohm resistor as well as 3 kilo ohm resistor, but we have the open circuit here, so no current flows through 3 kilo ohm resistor. We know that current always flows only through closed path, so whatever current that is coming out from the current source, that will flow only through 2 kilo ohm resistor. No current flows through 3 kilo ohm resistor, so the voltage drop is V is equal to I into R. I is 0 in case of 3 kilo ohm resistor, so no voltage drop across this 3 kilo ohm resistor. We will be traveling from A through 3 kilo ohm resistor, 2 kilo ohm resistor and reach B. So no voltage drop across 3 kilo ohm resistor. Now we need the voltage drop across this resistor. So whatever current that is coming from the 4 milliamps current source, that is going to flow through 2 kilo ohm resistor. So the current flowing through 2 kilo ohm resistor is 4 milliamps into R value is 2 kilo ohm. That is going to give you the voltage drop across this resistor. Then one thing which we have to keep it in your mind is the current, actually the current is entering the 2 kilo ohm resistor from top to bottom, and we are also traveling from A to B and entering the 2 kilo ohm resistor from top to bottom. So both are in same direction. Then we have to have the drop as minus. So minus current is 4 milliamps into resistance value, that is equal to minus 8 volt. You need not worry about the negative sign here. Just we have to have only the magnitude of the voltage. So the VTH value is nothing but 8 volt battery. Now the next step is to find out the second step is to find out RTH or looking back resistor. What are the steps we have to follow is just we have to remove the load resistor, and if you have the voltage sources, you have to short the voltage sources, and if you have the current sources, just open circuit the current sources. So from this circuit we have a current source. Just remove this current source, short this voltage source, remove the load resistor. So you will be having only 2 kilo ohm as well as 3 kilo ohm resistor. Then we have to find whether these two resistors are in series or parallel. For that, what we have to think is just assume the current is starting from A and trying to reach the B. So if we do mark the current direction, both the resistors are in series. So just add the two resistors value, you will be getting 5 kilo ohm resistor, and this is the RTH value. So RTH value is 5 kilo ohm resistor. Next step 3 is to draw the Thevenin's equivalent circuit. So VTH we have found it as 8 volts, and RTH we have found it as 5 kilo ohms, and RL is nothing but the load resistor through which we need to find the current, and that has been given as 1 kilo ohm resistor. So applying the formula, current flowing through the load resistor IL is equal to VTH divided by RTH plus RL. So 8 divided by 5 plus 1, that is going to give you 1.33 amps. So the current that is flowing through the given 1 kilo ohm resistor is 1.33 amps. Now let us move on to the another problem to understand Thevenin's theorem much better. Now this circuit has been given where it has two voltage sources. Now we are supposed to solve this circuit. So the first step is just we need to find the Thevenin's voltage or open circuit voltage. We are not given the load resistor. We are supposed to draw only Thevenin's equivalent circuit, which is nothing but VTH. If it is sufficient, if you find VTH as well as RTH. So to find VTH, what we are going to do, just the same circuit you are going to take. We have to trace the parallel path. So start from A, start from A and try to reach B. So start from A, travel through 3 ohm resistor, 6 ohm resistor, voltage source, 10 volt source and reach B. Otherwise start from A, travel to the 3 ohm resistor, another 3 ohm resistor, 20 volt battery and reach B. So what I am going to choose is I am going to trace this parallel path, 3 ohm resistor, 6 volt and 10 volt battery. As I said, to find out the voltage drop we need to know the current. So we are going to apply this. Since this is only one closed circuit we have, we cannot go with the Grammer's rule and apply mesh method. Just we have only one closed circuit. Just I am going to use the voltage Kirchhoff voltage law and write the equation. Two things we have to keep it in your mind while writing the Kirchhoff voltage law equation. If the current comes out from the positive plate of the battery, then the voltage is taken as positive, and if the current comes out from the negative plate of the battery, then the voltage is taken as minus volt, that value of the battery. And similarly, the drop is always taken as negative. if you are going to travel in the same direction in which you have assumed the current. For example, in this circuit, I have taken the current is flowing in the clockwise direction in the closed circuit, and I am also going to travel in the closed path in the same direction. So the drop is always taken as negative. For example, I am going to start from the battery. The current is flowing coming out from the positive plate of the battery. So the voltage is taken as positive, plus 20. Then I am entering the 3 ohm resistor from I am going to enter the 3 ohm resistor from the bottom to top. The current is also flowing the same direction, so drop is taken as negative. So minus 3 into I, only one closed circuit, so current is taken as I. Then I am going to travel the enter the 6 ohm resistor from top to bottom. Actually the current is also flowing the same direction, so the drop is negative, minus 6 into I, and the current is leaving the positive of the 10 volt battery, so plus 10. So 20 plus 10 will give you 30, and minus 9I. If you simplify, I is equal to 3.33 amps. Now we have found out the current flowing through this path is 3.33 amp. The current that is flowing through 3 ohm resistor is 3.33, 6 ohm resistor is also 3.33. No current flows through this 3 ohm resistor because the circuit is open here. Now we need to find VTH. So start from A, travel through 3 ohm resistor, 6 ohm resistor, battery, reach B. Now we know that voltage drop across 3 ohm resistor is 0. Why? Because I is 0, so voltage drop is 0. I into R, I is 0, so voltage drop across 3 ohm resistor is 0. Now the voltage drop across 6 ohm resistor is 6 into 3.33. As I said, I am going to travel through, start from A, enter 6 ohm resistor from top to bottom. Actually the current is also flowing in the same direction, so drop is negative. So minus 6 into 3.33, and then the current is coming out from the positive plate of that battery, so plus 10 volt. So if you simplify, you are getting minus 10 volt. As I said already, no need to worry about the positive and negative sign of the voltages, only we need to concentrate the magnitude alone. So VTH was found to be 10 volt. And then next in the next step is to find out the RTH. To RTH, we know that we have to remove the load resistor, just short the voltage sources, and if you have the current sources, you have to open circuit it. So we are getting the same circuit like this. Just start from A and try to reach the B. Draw the current, mark the current directions. So start from A and try to reach B. So if you are going to reach B, the current that is coming out of 3 ohm resistor, it has to got two parallel paths. So 3 ohm resistor, then it reaches B. Now 3 and 6 ohm are parallel. Why? Because both the ends are connected together, so these two resistors are in parallel. So if we know that if two resistors are in parallel, so the equivalent value is product of the two resistor divided by sum of the two resistance values. So if you simplify, you will be getting 2 ohm resistor. So instead of 2 resistors, replace it by 2 ohm resistor, and we have the 3 ohm resistor. So these two resistors are in series, so 2 plus 3 is 5 ohms. So 5 ohms is the RTH value. So the third step is we are supposed to find only the Thevenin's equivalent circuit. So VTH we have found it as 10 volts, and RTH we have found it as 5 volt. So this is the required solution. Thank you.